water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the four nations used to live together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, the master of all four elements, can stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years have passed, and my brother and I have discovered a new Avatar, an Airbender named Aang. And although his airbending skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Aang can save the world. If you guys haven't guessed, this is Movie Matters Monday, number 50. It's going to be kind of like a little bit of a special. It's for one of my all-time favorite shows, Avatar: Last Airbender. It's definitely one of the best TV shows in recent years. Well, not recent, about, I don't know, past like 20 years or so. There have been a lot of great shows, but this is definitely one of the best. This show first aired in February 2005 and ended in July of 2008. So this show had 3 seasons and lasted 3 years. Has a big following and is by far better than anything that Legend Korra ever had and that the horrible live-action movie ever even tried to do. To me, nothing can top this in terms of what the creators have done afterwards, or even trying to do nowadays. I honestly don't think they can do as good as they did with this show. Avatar: Last Airbender came out just a couple months before I turned 13, or a few months before I turned 13, and ended when I was about 16 or almost 17. No, I think I was close to 17. But that show is phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, definitely worth getting it. This is the Blu-ray collection that came out in Best Buy in early May, but everywhere else in early June. I've already unboxed this on my channel. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely worth the price. It's only $40. It gives you all the bonus features that were on the original DVD sets, but now in high definition. Now, some people have complained about this high definition set, saying that the quality isn't as detailed, or not like the colors have changed. But to be honest, I watched the whole set and I just finished it about like a day or so ago. Rewatching the whole series again, it still holds up really well. Especially on the Blu-ray discs, it looks phenomenal. I haven't noticed any problems with it. The only things that kind of confused me at first, which thankfully in the comments, someone told me that the drill and a few other episodes from the later seasons have supposedly been missing, but they're actually combined as one whole special. Like on the final disc, on book 3, the final disc, disc 9, it shows 2 episodes on the list, but it's actually about 5 episodes. The first one, which is a standard half-hour special, or not special, episode about pretty much, it's them watching themselves in a theater. It's a really, really hilarious episode, but the last 4 are actually combined in that one finale. It's really different, to say the least. It was confusing at first because I was scared that they skipped out on some episodes, which would make the complete series kind of a fake, but it's actually still in there. They've combined some episodes together so that way people don't have to go back to the main menu and switch to a different episode. There is a play all option, but some people that I've seen, and also myself, like to kind of go back out into the menu and choose the next episode. But it was kind of refreshing for some of the combined episodes to just start right afterwards. Pretty much, the intro for this show kind of sums up the entirety of the beginning of the series, where Katara and Sokka were kind of fishing on a boat for a while, and accidentally rose Aang from underwater to the surface. And she noticed there's a kid inside, which was later to be known Aang. She opens it up, and there comes Aang, kind of sliding out, and barely awake enough to see her. And then kind of wonders how on earth he got there and who they were. They later became friends, met other characters, and at the very end, defeated the Fire Lord. This show was phenomenal. I watched it when it first aired, and was hooked ever since. And it was sad to see it end in 2008. It was a really sad time, just because it was such a good show, and I really wanted it to last a lot longer. My favorite characters that's not just Aang would be Sokka and Toph, for sure. Those two are hilarious, especially when they're messing with each other. I also like the other characters like the Kiyoshi warriors, like Suki. I like Bumi's hilarious, but yet weird at the same time. Iroh is probably one of the coolest characters in the show. Zuko. Then there is Azula, really, really creepy at the very end of the series when she kind of loses her mind a bit. I kind of wish they did like a little special after the series ended, where they'd show where Zuko asks his father where's his mother, because he banished her. And I know that there was a book released about it, but I'd rather see it in animation someday, and where Zuko finds his mother. If you guys don't know, Dante Bosco, who plays Zuko, actually also plays another childhood character that I remember. Well, I should say teenage character. I remember it when I was a teenager when it was out, called American Dragon Jake Long as Jake himself. He plays the American Dragon, which is kind of hilarious because both shows are very good to me. One was produced obviously by Nickelodeon, the other one is by Disney. What else to say really about this show? The voice cast was flawless. I had no issues with the show's voice cast. They did a great job with it. And anything that the Nostalgia Critic has said about the show already pretty much is, for the most part, really correct. It's just very rare for a show like this to just be insanely amazing. It's shows like that, Danny Phantom, Rugrats, sometimes Pokemon, depends on the seasons. Then there's, what else? Did I already say Ben 10? The original Ben 10 all the way through Omniverse. I really liked all those shows. All of them are fantastic. Not all of them are perfect, not even the Avatar Last Airbender has its flaws, but it's still a fantastic show. I believe the DVD standard is still like $28 at Walmart, and that's pretty much where I got this one at. Same place, but for $40. It might be about $13 more than the DVD standard, but for what you get in this and the amazing quality of it, it's worth it. It's by far worth it. See, my favorite episodes. Well, my favorite season is season 2. It was a toss-up between 2 and 3 because those seasons were so good. But season 2 was overall better because the introduction to Toph, which is by far one of the coolest benders in the series. Just because she invented metal bending, and also is able, since she's blind, she can sense things around her. And oh man, that show was just so good. I remember the video game that they had for the GameCube, PlayStation 2, and Xbox Original. Those games were pretty mediocre, but they're okay enough to be passable for games. I'd say, surprisingly, the best Avatar-like game would be based off the live-action movie, The Last Airbender. The game of that is really good for the original Wii. I really like the game. The movie is horrible, but the game was great. I liked the decent graphical design. The gameplay was fun. The bending was fun to use as well. Oh, I'm trying to think what else. Probably my favorite episodes in each season. Season 1. I don't know. Really tough one to say. Best episode from season 1. That's so hard to make. I would say probably the episode where Aang finds Monk Gyatso? I always get his name wrong. Gyatso? Something like that. Anyway, he finds his corpse there, and Aang just loses it. He goes into the Avatar state, and the only one who was able to calm him down was Katara. And that scene right there, that episode in general, where he also finds Momo for the first time, really, really good, solid episode. Probably my favorite in that season. Favorite in season 2. Oh, that's hard. I don't know. That's a really tough decision. Oh, I'm trying to think. That is so hard because there's so many good episodes. I'd say that one of the best episodes from season 2, one of them, would be the library, where Appa gets kind of kidnapped and during the episode when Toph was trying to save them from being buried in the sand from this owl that was trying to protect his library. And while Sokka and Katara, no, I'm not sorry, Katara, Sokka and Aang were trying to look for which day the next black sun it is, so that way the firebenders lose their firebending for an eclipse. Anyway, during an eclipse, I mean. That was a really great episode. Another great episode is like those mini episodes, like the story of Momo, Aang, Sokka, Katara, and Toph, Iroh. Did I say Iroh? I think they had Zuko in one. Those like mini stories. That was a really good one. And then another one where this Earth King, not Boomy, a different kind of like general, was trying to like force Aang into the Avatar state, trying to force him to see what the Avatar state is like and how to control it. It was a really great episode. Best episode from season 3, though. Other than Sozin's Comet. That was those 4 parts were fantastic. I'm not going to really include that just because it's too good. I would put that number 1, but besides that one, I'd say my feet would probably be, man, so many. I'd say when Zuko tries to join the team. That was a really good episode. When they find the north south. It's definitely at the northern or southern air temple. So I think it was like the western temple air temple. It was a really good episode. What else? Trying to remember. Oh yeah, Katara's voice actress, who, the person who played Katara in the show, also played in, let's see if I can get it, in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TV show as April O'Neil. It's kind of surprising, but once you watch both shows, you would definitely understand that the voice actresses are the same. Actress to the players are the same. She definitely fits April O'Neil's design as well too. Like they did a great. Like Nickelodeon has a pretty good job of finding her character, for her voice to lend to a cartoon character. She's really good at that. Trying to remember what else. The bloodbending was probably the creepiest part in the series, by far. The Puppet Master, that was the creepiest episode, and I always hated that episode just for the sole reason it was creepy. But now that I rewatched the series, it's still creepy, but I was able to watch it with hardly any problem at all. So I still get kind of spooked at it, but it's nothing I can't handle. That's pretty much it, though. Tell me in the comments below what you guys and girls think of this video, and what do you think of my 50th video of Movie Memories Monday. And I can't believe my 1-year anniversary for the series will be in August, the same month of my 7th year on YouTube is. But tell me what you think about this show. What's your favorite season of the 3 seasons? What's your favorite episode in each season? And who is your favorite character or characters? You could pick as many as you want. See you guys next time, and God bless to all.